What if the monster you were sworn to destroy became the greatest hero your people would ever know? Across the lands of Anhelt, skinwalkers were feared, hunted, and slaughtered during the brutal Red Crusade. To most, they were cursed beasts beyond saving. But one night would prove that the true monster was not the creature, but the hatred that created it. His name would become legend, Marius the Gallant. Before he became a symbol of hope, Marius was everything a knight of Karak was meant to be. Strong, honorable, fearless. His victories against bandits and monstrous creatures earned him admiration throughout the realm, and many believed he was destined for greatness. Among his greatest achievements was the defeat of the dreaded undead horror, Vogoth the Accursed. Yet the bond that truly defined him was not with kings or commanders. It was with his warhorse, Stormheart. The magnificent steed was every bit as extraordinary as his rider, faster than any horse, fearless in battle, and seemingly eager for the charge. Stormheart fought beside Marius as though they shared the same heartbeat. Together, they moved as one. Some whispered of magic. Others believed the gods themselves had forged their bond. Then came the Red Crusade. As the Sacred Order marched across Anhelt, hunting skinwalkers, Marius followed his lord into war out of duty. But doubt grew within him. Unlike many of his fellow knights, Marius did not see monsters. He saw victims, men and women cursed by fate rather than evil. He believed many skinwalkers could still be saved, and during the crusade, he hunted only those who had fully surrendered themselves to savagery. For a time, he balanced honor with compassion, until fate shattered that balance forever. During a hunt deep in the wilderness, Marius and his followers were ambushed by a savage herd of boar-like skinwalkers. The battle was merciless. Steel clashed against claw and tusk. One by one, his companions fell. Though Marius slew the leader of the attackers, victory came at a terrible cost. Stormheart had been mortally wounded. The loyal companion who had carried him through countless battles lay dying before him. Unable to bear his suffering, Marius made the hardest decision of his life. With tears in his eyes, he raised his sword and granted his friend a warrior's mercy. The moment Stormheart died, the impossible happened. A thunderous spirit surged from the fallen steed and into Marius himself. Pain exploded through his body. Bones twisted, muscles reshaped. The knight collapsed as man and beast became one. When he finally rose, Marius was no longer human. He had become a skinwalker, part man, part horse, part legend. But unlike other skinwalkers, there was no battle for his soul, no struggle between man and beast. Stormheart had not invaded him. He had returned to him. Their spirits merged as naturally as rider and horse had once fought together. The bond that had defined their lives now transcended death itself. And for the first time, Marius understood. His transformation was not a curse. It was a calling. Determined to show the world that skinwalkers were not monsters, Marius forged a new purpose. He kept his shield. He carried his lance. He even wore pieces of his old armor so that his former brothers would know the knight they once respected still lived beneath the new form. He defended peaceful skinwalkers from persecution. He hunted those among them who threatened innocent lives. Again and again, he became the shield standing between hatred and the helpless. His final battle came in the frozen foothills of Frostheim. Knights from Karok attacked a village of peaceful skinwalkers, and Marius rushed to defend them.
Former allies became enemies. Former enemies became brothers in arms. Then the battle awakened something far worse. A horde of Skellags erupted from the frozen lake nearby, forcing both sides to unite against a common doom. Marius led the charge. Knight and Skinwalker fought together beneath his banner, and when the last of the undead fell, the village had been saved. But Marius had paid the price. His wounds were fatal.
As Marius lay dying upon the frozen earth, a mysterious woman bathed in holy light appeared beside him. Without a word, she knelt at his side and whispered something only he could hear. The battlefield watched in silence. Then she stood, and Marius the Gallant was gone. No body remained. No grave was ever found. Only blood upon the snow. Some believe he died that day. Others believe the gallant rider still roams distant lands, waiting for the day he is needed once more. But his legacy endures. Marius proved that the Skinwalker transformation was not always a curse, that compassion can survive even in the heart of war, and that sometimes the greatest heroes are the ones willing to become what the world fears most in order to protect those it refuses to understand.